So this is a bioremediating sculpture. The idea of it is that we create art and culture. This is part of a cultural ceremony that is also good for the planet. So this is a sculpture made with the willow that was taken down from the garden. So that's a little bit of an honor to the willow because it's gone, because we put up a new fence at the garden. The shells are from my friend's new community garden. So the moss, but what we haven't talked about is the mud balls. So usually we would have more mud balls, but because we're having to float this, I'm having to maybe do less of the mud balls. But the idea is to use maybe 300 mud balls and have 3,333 sculptures go into the water with 300 mud balls, which is like 1 million mud balls, which would actually make a difference in the water because they go to the bottom. And the microorganisms, there's microorganisms in them called EM1, effective microorganisms, and it's the EM research organization from Japan that makes this solution. So this solution is put into the dirt, and the dirt is made into mud balls, which is an idea that the grandmothers came up with in Japan to bring the weight of the EM down to the bottom of the sediment. And it eats the sediment, the organic, and the toxins are broken down because microbes do. These are beneficial, dominant, food-based microbes that are used in the soil as soil conditioner. Also good for sediment conditioner. Taking the toxins, binding them to another thing, the toxins then go up with the oxygen to the top because it's creating oxygen and energy, and then it floats down the river. But it can't go into the birds or the fish. It's out of the food system, the food web.
And so the sculpture rides on a palanquin, very much like the pageants in India, and eventually makes its way to the riverfront where it's put on a raft, a natural bamboo raft. And last year we offered it its nutrients and it sank right there. This year we created a lighter raft and she let it go, and we had no idea if it would sink or float. And it was beautiful. It just floated, it sailed south, it sailed past the Manhattan Bridge. They chased it down, it sailed past the Brooklyn Bridge, so they have no idea what journey she took, but it really felt like the sculpture was alive.